Hi, my name is Arlyne, and I'm a personal trainer and counselor here at the Center for Weight Loss Success. What we're going to do is a resistance workout in a chair, and this is what you need. You need a resistance band. Always make sure you slide your hand down because they can get tears from them. That can be dangerous. So you're going to put that around your chair, and you need a pair of weights that will challenge you, not so heavy that you can't get through all the repetitions, but a pair of dumbbells that you can get cheaply anywhere, Walmart, Target, and you need your water. Okay, so those are the things that you need. The first thing we're going to do is warm up. So, why is resistance training so important? Because you know, in order to decrease your body fat and increase your lean body mass, you've got to do the resistance training, increase the lean body mass by eating the protein and doing the resistance training, and you have to do it 2 or 3 times a week. Doing the cardio is it's just not gonna be enough for you, okay? So this is very important. And you don't even need that much time. Do you have 20 extra minutes in your day? I know you do, because I do the same thing about things that I don't wanna do. I say, I don't have time. You do have time. You have time for your health. So we're marching, warming up, building the heat, as they say in Pilates. I want you to lift those shoulders up and bring them down. You never want to keep those shoulders up there because that's tension. Gives you tension. You want to keep those shoulders down throughout the day, but we're just warming up. Now, take it around. 2. The beats per minute, if you're listening to music, about 125 beats per minute. That's what the music should be, okay? So get some really good get some really good motivating music, and whatever it is you like, turn that on and do your exercises. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. And exhale down. Breathe in and exhale down. Do one more. Breathe it up. Now, why are we warming up? You don't want to just jump into using free weights. And if you've been moving around all day and you have a physical job where you're lifting stuff, you're probably already warmed up. But if you've been sitting around, you just need to move your body a little bit. So let's march it out wide and take it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in. 2. Getting that heart rate up a little bit, getting ready for the fun, that's right, fun exercises to come. Take it out 2, and in. Take it out, and in, okay? Now throughout this workout, I do want you to take a couple times where you want to get some water, okay? So have your water right nearby. And form is the most important thing, okay? So if you're losing form, that could be just because you're not quite sure, which I'm going to be telling you how it should feel, what it should look like. Or it could be that you have too much weight, and that's why you can't keep the form. Okay, just hold it here, hold it here. Push those heels forward. Okay, here we go. Press, press, press. Okay, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, lift those knees. Lift and down and lift. Now, if you need to be to the back of your chair and lean back, that's okay. Or you can use a ball to sit back there to help you with your posture, okay? Now, as you're doing this, I want you to think about engaging your core. Always think about tightening up, okay? Like adding tension in your center. And that's called your powerhouse. And Pilates is called your powerhouse, okay? 4 more. 3, last 2. Okay, now I just want you to just shake out those wrists. Circle and first. Just get your body moving a little bit, and then we can go into the exercise. Okay, just bring it forward and pull it back, and bring it forward and pull it back. A couple more. The breathing really helps. It really helps getting through those exercises. So breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now, we're going to start with the band. Like I said, you can get these cheaply anywhere, okay? Just make sure the band, if it's not new, make sure it doesn't have any cuts in it. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the chest. We're going to work all the major muscle groups. And you're going to take this band up under your arms. It keeps pulling my shirt up. Okay, so bracelets. Your hands go through the handles. Now, the further away I grab from the handles, what happens? I have more resistance. If you need less resistance, you're grabbing closer to the handles, okay? So here or here. And where should your palms face? They should face in, okay? I don't want them up and I don't want them down, face in. We're gonna do a chest press. So what I want you to do, see how I'm moving my legs? You don't have to do that. I just tend to do that because I'm a fidgeter. So you can just keep those legs in place because we are going to move the legs. We will move the legs, okay? You can march or you can just stay still. Now, I want you to think about this. You're working your pectoral muscles. I want you to squeeze and out, come across, cross. And how many of you can do about 15 repetitions, okay? If you're not feeling it, again, you've got to challenge those muscles. Muscle fatigue, okay? So if you're not feeling it, you want to grab a little bit further away from the handles and cross. And think about contracting the chest, squeezing across. About 15, okay? And breathe through it. Breathe through it. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to punch, 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 punch. My legs are moving again. It's up to you. Push, okay? Coming across. Push out, push out. Okay, you've got 8 more. 8. I don't know if that was 15, but you can keep track of that. About 12 to 15 repetitions. That's pretty good. If you can do 15 easily, then you need a little bit more resistance. There, that gives you a guideline, okay? 4, 3, 2. Okay, what fun thing are we going to do next? Well, I want you to take that band, and it's called the bow and arrow. It's functional when you're going out and, you know, you're shooting your animals in the woods for your supper. No, I don't know. Anyway, okay, so bow and arrow. Your right arm, you're going to do the bracelet, the beautiful bracelet, okay? And then you're gonna hold that band. The left arm, okay, you want that elbow up, not elbow down, or up here, okay? Parallel to the floor, and pull back and out. Now, what if I'm just like, oh, I'm not feeling it? Then you need to get more resistance. Grab further away from this handle, okay? So what am I doing? I'm squeezing that elbow back, pulling that shoulder blade. Think about pulling the shoulder blades together. Pulling that left shoulder blade in to meet the right shoulder blade. Okay, squeeze it, okay? So we've got about 15 of those. It's bow and arrow. This is what I call functional exercise. Okay, couple more. All right, now we get to do the other side. So same thing. All right, you're gonna hold that left arm. The left arm is just holding it there and squeeze it back and release. Now when you're doing resistance exercises, what if I went like this? Nope, not as effective. You gotta go slow and controlled. And with resistance, slow is actually, here comes harder. So about 15, you gotta feel it. You got to feel it. You can do a couple more. Breathe. People often ask, when do I breathe? Well, breathe naturally. But on the hard part, what feels harder for you? You want to breathe out. It's on the exertion. It's on the exertion. Okay, if you need some water, get some water. Okay, we're not done with the band yet. What I wanted to do is back exercise. We've got your bracelets. You're gonna hold the band where there's a good amount of resistance. All right? Make sure the shoulders are not at your ears. Relax. And then I just want you to pull back. Pull. Now you're retracting those shoulder blades, okay? Scapula. Squeeze it together. Okay? And I wasn't paying attention to my hands. So what I wanted to tell you is that I want your palms down. I want your palms down. Okay? And do about 15. Look, you can go one side at a time. You can mix it up. Squeeze, squeeze. And I really feel this. This is a good exercise. And what are we working? We're working our back right between the shoulder blades, the rhomboids. Give you a nice strong back. Okay? So 15. Slow. It's harder. Okay, so that's the back. Now we're going to do another back exercise and then a leg exercise. So you're going to take that band under your feet, across the handles. And when you're looking for a band, they come in different resistances. If you get the little yellow ones, those are like silver sneakers, and those are so super easy. Okay, so don't get, usually the moderate ones are good for most people. Okay, I want you to cross the handles. Cross the handles, but don't cross the arms, cross the handles. All right. So you can hold in the handles. If you need more resistance, you grab lower, okay? Now what we're going to do is sit up nice and tall and think about squeezing those shoulder blades together again, all right? So slowly back, palms are down, pulling those shoulder blades back and release, nice and slow, and it feels really good. And it's good for your posture. It kind of teaches you good posture, so. I'm squeezing. Look, I could just pull it back. Think about squeeze, okay? So about 15 of those. And you can mix it up, like I showed you with the other one. You can do one set at a time. You can take these bands anywhere, so you have no excuse to work out, even when you're on the beach. So, okay, so get your about 15, 12 to 15. If you get to 12 and say, I've done as many as I can, then that's fantastic, okay? So now stay here. We're just gonna do a little filler. It's a core exercise though. So pull those handles up, all right? Now tighten up. I want you to think about pulling the belly button in, tension in your center. Make a big circle. Stay up without rolling those shoulder blades or rolling those shoulders forward. Stay up nice and straight, okay? And you feel this in your center. You gotta breathe through it. It's almost like the feeling of if somebody were going to come up and punch you in the stomach, hopefully they don't, but it's that, oh, you suck it in. That's how you should feel. Okay, let's reverse. Or as a woman when you have morning sickness and, oh, well, we won't even go there. Okay, never mind. All right, okay, 4 more. Some of you know what I'm talking about. I had it very badly, so. Okay, woo. All right, now you're nice and dizzy. Now, okay, we're gonna work the outer thighs. So what I want you to do is step out together. If you have a band that doesn't allow you to get this much range of motion, then you need to use an easier one. But look, if I can release some of the tension here. See, if I have them up here, I have more tension. I can come down here, and then I can get more of a range of motion. Okay, now we're going doubles. Take it 1, 2. Remember slow, you don't want fast. 1, 2. Okay, so feel along your outside in your hip area. Breathe through it. Okay, and again, about 15 to 20. You can do a few more reps in your lower body if you want. But the important thing is that, look, if you're doing less than 10 repetitions, you probably need more resistance. If you're doing fewer than 10 reps, you need less resistance, okay? If you get to 15 really easily, then you need more resistance. I think I said that correctly that time. Okay, whew, you can feel it, I feel it. All right, so now we're done with the band. There are more exercises you can do, but I'm gonna show you exercises with the dumbbells. So first, I want you to get some water. Stay hydrated and get your dumbbells. Okay, so how much weight should you use? I'm not sure, but what I want to tell you is that, and these are 4 pounds, but you can practice, see how many dumbbell curls you can do, because you want to do about 12 to 15 repetitions. And again, if you get to 15 and it's pretty easy, you can go a little bit higher. If you can't, if you get up to 10 and it's so hard you can't go anymore, then you need a little bit less. So something that's challenging. Okay. So talking about bicep curls, that's what we're going to do. Now, the great thing about dumbbells is that you can go unilaterally or you can go bilaterally, okay? So some people, like if you have some injury that prevents you from doing as much weight on one side as the other, then you can actually use 2 different size weights if necessary. Okay, slow and controlled. You can play with the tempo. You can come up real slow. Ooh. You can come together. Now, big mistake that people make is when you come up, ooh, there's wrist rotation. We don't want that. Neutral wrists. Neutral wrists, all the way up, all the way down. You don't want to just drop the weights, okay? Concentric, eccentric, just as important, okay? On the negative, you want to come down slowly. So about 15 of those. Okay, so that's biceps. Now we're going to do a tricep exercise. You go ahead and set 1 dumbbell down. There's several things you can do. I'm just giving you I'm just giving you one particular exercise, okay? There are more, but so you're going to put it in your right hand. And what really is helpful is if you use your other hand to support. Don't want the elbow forward, you don't want to be way back there. So elbow kind of pointing out at an angle, and you're extending, okay? Extending from the elbow without locking out the elbow. Elbow extension, that's what's going to work the triceps. And ladies, this, I'm not talking to men right now. Ladies, this is a really trouble spot for everybody as we get older especially. We get the question all the time, what do I do? Well, you've got to do the cardio to burn the fat, and you've got to do tricep exercises to tighten up. Men don't have this problem as much as women do. Men tend to gain men and women gain weight differently. So, okay, so about 12 to 15, carefully come down, go to the other side. Right here, okay, make sure you're not dropping that elbow or leaning forward, extend. Okay, I'm not locking out the elbow, I'm supporting. You can do it this way, that's fine, but just to help. And then you can also feel your triceps working. I can feel it, okay? So 12 to 15. Do you have to do 2 or 3 sets of everything? No, in the beginning, no, 1 set is fine. It depends on what your goals are. If down the road you're coming to, you hit a fitness plateau, then we need to look and see what you're doing. I mean, maybe you're not using heavy enough weights, but for the most part, I mean, 1 set of everything should be enough. So, what's next? Okay, now, shoulders, okay? Shoulder presses. Now you're going overhead, but you don't want to come back too far. You want to be able to see those weights. So press it up. Okay, see, I can see those weights. You don't want to go back too far. Okay, that stresses the back. And on this one, again, look, you can do it unilaterally. Excellent, without locking out those elbows. You gotta work all the major muscle groups. You gotta work opposing muscle groups. I have some people that say, oh, I was working my biceps the other day. No, you have to work all your muscles. All right, so about, same thing, 12 to 15 of those shoulders, okay? Now we're gonna do another, I love this exercise. This is called pour the drink. Let it be a good drink with low carbs, okay? So what you're going to do is you're gonna come up, pour the drink, and down, and then you're going to the side. So what are we doing? We're working the reason why we do that rotation, okay? See that? Working the shoulders. Okay, look, if you need to, you can go one at a time, okay? Look. To the front, you can go one at a time, and I'm going slowly. Yeah, you really want to feel it. Okay, so do, the same thing, about 12 to 15 of those. And yeah. Okay. So let's say that you've done that, okay? Now, I just want you to lift and lower. Now what are we doing? The trapezius. Okay, up and down. Again, think about that good form. And we're almost done, so it's good. We're almost done. It didn't take that long. It doesn't take that long. You got time. You got time. You always have time to work out. Always make time to work out. Now, you can do something with the wrist too. I was talking about being careful with the neutral wrist when you do bicep curls. But look, it feels good when this exercise, it really does, it feels good. Then you just focus on the wrist. But when you're doing biceps curls, you want to focus on the biceps. So yeah. Okay, let's do some leg exercises. Yay. Now, lift and down. Do you have to use weight? No, you don't. But try. If you need to make it a little more challenging, okay? Now, as I lift, I'm thinking about tightening my center, my core, my abdominals. I call them abominals. Because, everybody has their favorite body part to work. Frankly, that's my least favorite body part to work. I don't know why. So effective. Now, I'm gonna change it up. Lift, extend, back and down. Lift, extend. Woo! Quads, large muscle groups, burn a lot of calories. So yeah, that's good. If it's burning like crazy, that's lactic acid. So which means you can't go much longer when you've got that really strong burn, and that's okay. You can set the weights down and try to keep going, or if you've had enough, you've had enough. Okay? So try about 15 of those, and we're just about done. We're just about done. Ah, you did it. We're done. Okay, now I want you to set those weights down, and now you can't get up and walk away because you have to stretch. Because stretching is very important. You want to stretch those muscles you just worked. You want to improve the joint flexibility in those muscles you just worked. Okay? So I want you to sit back. I want you to sit back and relax. Let's take those shoulders down and back. Okay? Feet flat on the floor. Big shoulder rolls. Yeah, big shoulder rolls. And reverse. And this is just a good time to gather your thoughts and just think about what a great job that you did, okay? Now I want you to drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And this stretches all the way down there. You know, I have a muscle right here, it's called the sternocleidomastoid muscle. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. It's this muscle right here, side of your neck. Now draw the chin to the front. I want you to reach back and give yourself a neck massage. Squeeze. Yeah, it feels really good. So now I want you to rotate the ankle and reverse. Remember, there are other things you can do. There are so many different exercises, but we're just going by, I guess, the KISS principle. You know, keep it simple, stupid. That sounds bad. No, but keep it simple. You don't have to make it complicated. I mean, especially if you're just getting started, you're not quite sure what to do. These exercises will keep you busy for a while. They really will. Okay, and then you're gonna cross this leg, open it up if you can. If you need to, drop it down and open up. Hold that stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. And then while you're doing that, just, you know, think about something that makes you happy. And it shouldn't be food, it should be something else, like watching Judge Judy, I don't know. Okay, now switch. Rotate the ankle and reverse. Okay, lift, point and flex, point and flex. Really exaggerate that motion. Point and flex. Now cross it over. Again, some people have problems with this. Some of you may need to be here. Those of you that are more flexible are going to be able to really open up and feel that stretch right through here. Or you can take it down, okay? And while you're here, I want you to drop your chin, move your head all the way around from one side to the other. Yeah. Okay, set that foot down. Now I want you to cross your ankles, hold on to that chair. I want you to hinge forward. Now what are we doing? We are stretching behind the legs and the hamstrings. If you need more of a stretch, I want you to pull those toes back. And without rounding the back, you're just hinging, leaning. Your spine is neutral. Okay, then you can just switch ankles. You don't have to. Okay, lean forward. And we're just about done. And it hasn't even been 30 minutes and you've worked out resistance training. So now we're turning to the side. Okay, you did everything in a chair. If you need to, you can stand. The next time, if you can stand up and do it. Okay, so take a big step back. Lower the knee, push the hip forward, okay? Take a breathe in and blow it out. Breathe in. One more time, okay? And up, and blow it out. Okay, let's turn to the front. Open up those arms, rotate those thumbs in. Oh, there's your biceps, stretch. Okay. And now, take those arms across, give yourselves a hug. Drop the chin. Relax the shoulders, open up other side, and drop. Arms up, reach, and drop that right hand down. Now, I don't want you to press on the elbow, press on the tricep area. If you need to, if you're less flexible, come around here. And we are stretching that tricep. Stretching the tricep muscles. Hold it for about 20 seconds. And then I want you to switch sides. Push it up. If you're here, you're not going to feel the stretch. You've got to push it back. Oh, there's the stretch. Okay? If you think about it, going like this, right, if you press up, that's working the muscle. You push it back and hold it, doing the opposite action, that's the stretch. Our bodies are so wonderful. Okay, we're going to turn to the other side. Just finish up. Big step back with that leg. Push that knee down, push that hip forward. Take a deep breath in. Breathe in. Blow it out. Okay. One more time. And blow it out. Let's come to the front. We're going to take a deep breath in. Blow it out to the front. One more time. Replenishing breath up. And blow it out. And you did a great job. Thank you.